Alright, we're kicking off a 3-day booze cruise to Ensenada from the port of Long Beach on the Carnival Radiance. If you've never done this route before, it's basically a floaty weekend party with unlimited food, way too many cocktails, and a brief stop in Mexico that most people will be too hungover to enjoy. Before we dive into every detail of the Carnival Radiance, let's hit some quick stats. It first launched on December 31st, 1998 and was last refurbished in 2021. The ship holds 2,984 guests, stretches 893 feet long, and is run by a crew of 1,108 people who somehow keep everything running smoothly. Well, mostly smoothly. Now let's break down some of the main areas where you'll be spending your time on board. We're giving you the full tour from pools to food, entertainment, and everything in between. Before we jump in, hit that like button, subscribe, and check out our website, nowgoseeit.com, for more cruise port itineraries and travel inspiration from around the world. Welcome aboard the Carnival Radiance. Whether this is your first cruise or your 50th, this ship has a lot to offer. We're going to break it all down: onboard activities, dining, and a walkthrough of the ship. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to eat, where to chill, and where to have the most fun on board. First stop, Serenity. If you're looking for peace and quiet, this is where you'll find it. No kids allowed, just loungers, shaded clamshell beds, and a few whirlpools. But here's the thing, while the loungers are comfy, this is a prime area that fills up fast, so if you want a good seat, you better claim one early. There's a bar nearby, but no food service up here, so be prepared to walk down to the Lido Deck if you get hungry. If you're looking to relax or burn off some bad buffet choices, head to Deck 11 for the Cloud9 Spa and Fitness Center. You can book massages, facials, and those rejuvenation treatments that cost more than the 3-day cruise fare. The Thermal Suite has a sauna, steam room, and heated loungers, though it's not included unless you buy a pass. Next door is the Fitness Center. It's decent, weights, treadmills, and classes like spin and yoga. This is Waterworks, and if you've got kids, this is where you'll spend some time. There's a splash zone, but the main event is the water slide, which spirals down a few decks. There's also a racing slide, but be warned, landing on a soaked water slide mat at high speed isn't as fun as it sounds. If you're looking to cool off, the Lido Deck is where it's at. You've got 2 pools, one midship by the big screen, and one at the back near the buffet. There's also 4 hot tubs, and if you're wondering if they'll ever be empty, the answer is no. Loungers, there are plenty, but good luck finding one after 10 a.m. unless you're willing to wake up early and play the classic cruise game of towel savies, but don't be that guy. If you're cruising with kids, Camp Ocean, Club O2, and Circle C are the free activity centers where you can drop them off and let someone else deal with them for a few hours. There's different spaces for different age groups so your kids can make some cruise friends. Right next door, you've got the arcade, which is where to go to lose money on overpriced claw machines and air hockey. Downstairs is the typical casino space where you can lose even more money, or I'm told, win money, though that has not been our experience. The coin pusher machine gets us every time. The Punchliner Comedy Club has multiple shows a night. The early shows are PG rated and the late night ones get a little raunchier. The atrium is the ship's main hub, the first thing you see when you step on board. It's got the usual guest services if you have a problem, a photo studio where they'll try to sell you pictures of you mid-bite in the main dining room, and a few shops selling overpriced sunscreen, duty-free liquor, and for some reason, a tiny collectible Carnival Radiance miniature reproduction of this very ship. It's also the spot for trivia, dance parties, and the occasional live music set. Basically, if something loud is happening, it's probably happening here. If you have a sweet tooth, visit Cherry on Top, where you'll find plenty of delicious candy items. There's also the main stage where you'll see the big nighttime stage shows or events like bingo during the day. Alchemy Bar is where you go for fancy drinks. The bartenders mix up unique and ship-exclusive cocktails as well as your own favorites. The Red Frog Pub, on the other hand, is more laid back, Caribbean drinks, live music, and some bar table games like foosball. Heroes Tribute Bar is the sports bar on the ship. Standard beer and cocktail menu here. There's also a piano bar on board. Ever wanted to walk a tightrope while the ship moves? Then the ropes course is for you. It's actually more intimidating than it looks, especially if there's a strong breeze. If you prefer to keep your feet on the ground, there's a mini golf course right below it. Both activities are included, no upcharges here. There's also a basketball court, the opportunity to play some billiards on the pool table, a giant chess board, and a beanbag toss area. Alright, now let's talk about food. Let's go through the options. The Blue Iguana Cantina is where you'll find breakfast burritos, tacos, and a salsa bar. Big Chicken is Shaq's chicken joint. If you like crispy chicken sandwiches, this is the place for you. Guy's Burger Joint is a Carnival classic, extra greasy and extra messy, just like Guy himself. The Lido Marketplace is the Lido Deck Buffet. It's a mix of hits and misses. Breakfast is solid, lunch and dinner depends on the day. Pizzeria del Capitano is where you can get your 24/7 pizza. You'll be here at 2 a.m. at least once during the journey. The Carnival Deli is home to solid sandwiches, and Swirls is self-service ice cream. Guy's Pig and Anchor Barbecue is where you'll find pulled pork, ribs, and mac and cheese, plus more gavieri. It's decent but not amazing, like Guy's Frosted Tips. The pay extra options include the Fahrenheit Steakhouse, the place to find your favorite grilled meats. The Seafood Shack is home to fried shrimp, lobster rolls, and New England clam chowder. Banzai Sushi is a small but solid sushi spot. The Sake Flight is worth a try if you're curious about the Japanese rice wine. And the Java Blue Cafe is Starbucks by another name. Here you can get your morning coffee and pastries and your afternoon milkshakes. Quick final layout guide so you don't get lost. Lido Deck, the main action, pools, buffet and bars. Promenade Deck, nightlife, comedy club, casino and bars. The atrium is the main hub, guest services, shopping, and a photo studio. Back of the ship is specialty restaurants. Front of the ship is the spa, the gym, and the theater. And that's everything you need to know about the Carnival Radiance. Whether you're here for the food, the shows, or just drinking your way to Ensenada, this ship has you covered. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and check out our website, nowgoseeit.com, for cruise port itineraries, travel tips, and guides from destinations all around the world.